Okay, so we got a really good question today about CTOs making successful presentations to the board and how do you make that happen, right? So here's just a few tips on that. The first one is that it really starts well before the actual board meeting. And what I mean by that is you really want to be understanding what the focus of that board meeting that's coming up for you is going to be. Is it going to really focus on a certain topic area? It's really vital to understand that. You also want to connect with board members if you can before the board meeting. So the meeting before the meeting kind of thing, and understand kind of where their head is at with how the company is doing, how the product and technology is doing. So you get the right context to build your presentation. So first tip, start before the board meeting, start doing your homework before the board meeting. The second one is to put yourself in the board member's shoes. Try to figure out what are they looking for from you. What do they want from the technology organization or technology and product if you're running both? And be careful about sort of how deep you get technically, because typically board members are going to want to stay at a very high level and stay strategic. So you really want to understand what they're looking for in terms of that strategic focus area. That's number two. The third thing is a little trick about board presentations that I learned early on, which is that board members are going to ask you all sorts of random, really hard questions. They're very useful questions, but you never know what those questions are going to be. So I always do this thing in board meetings where when I'm building the deck for it, I have a very, very solid appendix section. I put every detail about my organization, my plans, my strategies, my people, all of that in the appendix section. Just in case some board member asks me a random difficult question, I can go to that appendix section and quickly go to the area that the question's about and get it answered. So those are the big three tips that I have. Start before the board meeting. Start doing your homework before the board meeting. Put yourself in the board member's shoes and think strategically, and then have a solid appendix section to your deck that has all the details of your organization in it.